What if I told you that your entire life could start changing this weekend? Not next month, not next year, not when you finally have more time or more money or more energy. This weekend, right now. Think about what you did last Saturday, and the Saturday before that, and the Saturday before that. You probably slept late, scrolled through your phone for hours while still in bed, watched YouTube videos that you don't even remember, ate food that made you feel heavy and tired, stayed up too late watching something you've already seen before. Sunday came, and you felt that familiar dread creeping in, the anxiety about Monday, the guilt about all the things you didn't do, the exhaustion from a weekend that was supposed to be restful. And by Monday morning, you were already running on empty before the week even started. The problem isn't Monday. The problem is what you do on Saturday and Sunday. Most people treat their weekends like a pause button on their lives. They use the time to escape, to numb themselves, to recover from the week. But they never actually reset. They never recharge. They never prepare. They never build momentum. And then they wonder why they feel stuck, overwhelmed, and burn out week after week after week. But what if you could change all of that? What if you could use just 48 hours to completely reset your mind, your body, your environment, and your direction? What if the life you've been dreaming about doesn't require a massive life change, but just a different way of spending your Saturday and Sunday? That's what this video is about. This isn't another productivity video. This isn't a list of things you should do. This is a complete mental and physical reset that will change how you show up every single day. By the end of this weekend, you won't recognize the person who started it. Let me show you how. Why most weekends ruin our lives. Let's be honest about what most weekends actually look like. Friday night comes, and you're exhausted. You've been running on fumes all week. Your brain is fried. Your body is tired. Your willpower is completely depleted, so you collapse onto the couch. You order food you know isn't good for you. You watch something mindless for hours. You scroll through social media until your eyes burn. You finally go to bed hours past when you should have. Saturday morning arrives, and you wake up late. Your sleep schedule is completely off. You reach for your phone before you even open your eyes. You spend the next hour lying in bed, scrolling through other people's lives while yours waits for you to get up. You finally drag yourself out of bed, grab some coffee, and spend most of the day doing nothing. Not restful nothing, not restorative nothing, but the kind of nothing that actually drains you more. The kind of nothing that leaves you feeling heavier than before. And then Sunday comes, and you realize the weekend is almost over. The anxiety starts building. You think about everything you didn't do, everything you wanted to accomplish, everything you promised yourself you would do, and you make a list. You tell yourself this week will be different. You feel a brief moment of motivation as you write down all the things you're going to do. But Monday comes, and the same patterns repeat. The same exhaustion, the same overwhelm, the same frustration. Sound familiar? Here's what's actually happening in your brain during all of this. Your brain runs on a chemical called dopamine. It's the chemical of motivation, reward, and pleasure. Every time you scroll through your phone, watch a short video, check a notification, or eat sugary food, your brain gets a quick dopamine hit. But here's the problem. Your brain gets used to these quick hits. It needs more and more to get the same effect. So you scroll longer. You watch more videos, you eat more junk food, you chase the dopamine, but you never actually catch it. And meanwhile, the things that actually produce real satisfaction, real accomplishment, real happiness, those require delayed gratification. They require effort. They require patience. Things like working out, reading, creating, connecting with people, building something meaningful. Those things produce a different kind of reward. A slower, deeper, more sustainable satisfaction. But when your brain is flooded with cheap dopamine, the hard things feel impossible. Your brain chooses a path of least resistance. It chooses a screen. It chooses the easy option. It chooses the quick hit. And that's why Monday feels so terrible. Not because Monday is bad, because you spent the entire weekend programming your brain to seek instant gratification. You've trained your brain to avoid effort. You've conditioned yourself to need constant stimulation. And then you expect to just flip a switch on Monday morning and be productive, focused, and disciplined. It doesn't work that way. Your habits don't reset overnight. Your brain doesn't start fresh on Monday morning. The patterns you reinforce all weekend, they carry over. So when you wake up on Monday exhausted, unfocused, and unmotivated, it's not because you're lazy or broken. It's because you never actually let your brain reset. The weekend is supposed to be a reset, but for most people, it's actually just more of the same. More screens, more stress, more depletion, just in a different form. That's why you feel stuck. That's why the weeks blur together. That's why you can't seem to make progress on the things that actually matter. You're not giving yourself the time and space to reset, rest, and recharge in the right way. You're just surviving the weekend so you can survive another week. But it doesn't have to be that way. The psychology of a weekend reset. Before we get into the practical steps, let's talk about why a proper weekend reset actually works. Because if you understand the psychology behind it, you're much more likely to actually do it. First, understand the concept of identity. Everything you do is a vote for the person you're becoming. Every habit, every choice, every action, they all add up to who you are. When you spend your weekend scrolling and avoiding and numbing, you're voting for the version of you that's stuck. You're telling yourself that you don't have the discipline to do more, that you can't change, that this is just who you are. But when you spend your weekend intentionally, when you choose to reset instead of escape, you're voting for a different version of yourself. You're telling yourself that you can be disciplined, that you can change, that you're capable of more. This is the real power of a weekend reset. It's not just about being more productive. It's about changing who you believe you are. Every Saturday and Sunday, you have a choice. You can reinforce the identity of the person who's stuck, exhausted, and overwhelmed. Or you can build the identity of the person who's intentional, disciplined, and moving forward. The second thing to understand is how your brain's default mode network works. Your brain has two basic modes. The first is active mode, which you use for focused work, problem solving, and decision making. The second is default mode, which is active when you're resting, reflecting, or daydreaming. Default mode is where creativity happens, where insights arrive, where you make connections between things you've learned, where you process your experiences and emotions. Most people never let their brains go into default mode. They're constantly consuming, constantly scrolling, constantly distracting themselves. They never give their brains a space to just be. A proper weekend reset includes time for default mode, time for reflection, time for boredom, time for your brain to process, integrate, and create. That's why this reset isn't just about being productive. It's about letting your brain do the work it needs to do. Third, understand habit loops. Every habit has three parts: a trigger, a routine, and a reward. The trigger is what starts the habit. The routine is the behavior itself. The reward is what you get from it. Most weekend habits are driven by triggers like boredom, exhaustion, or stress. The routine is scrolling, watching, eating, avoiding. The reward is a brief moment of relief or stimulation. But that reward is hollow. It doesn't actually satisfy you. It just gives you a quick hit and then leaves you wanting more. A weekend reset replaces that loop with a better one. Instead of boredom leading to scrolling, it leads to reading. Instead of exhaustion leading to avoidance, it leads to rest. Instead of stress leading to numbing, it leads to processing. You're not just changing habits. You're changing the whole loop. And fourth, understand that your environment shapes your behavior. If your bedroom is messy and cluttered, your mind will be messy and cluttered. If your phone is always within reach, you'll always be distracted. If your home doesn't feel peaceful, you won't feel peaceful. A weekend reset includes designing your environment for success, cleaning your space, organizing your digital life, removing distractions, creating a physical space that supports the mental space you're trying to build. This is why a weekend reset works. It's not just about doing things. It's about shifting the entire structure of your life, your identity, your brain function, your habits, your environment, and you can do all of that in just 48 hours. Now, let's get into exactly how. Saturday morning reset. The way you start Saturday morning determines the entire trajectory of your weekend and ultimately your week. Most people wake up on Saturday and immediately reach for their phone. They check messages. They scroll through social media. They watch videos. They consume the world before they've even had a moment to themselves. What happens next is predictable. Your brain gets flooded with other people's opinions, other people's news, other people's drama, before you've even had a chance to think your own thoughts. Your first hour of the day sets the tone for everything that follows. If you start your weekend by giving your attention away to strangers on the internet, you'll spend the rest of the weekend chasing that same feeling. Distraction, numbing, avoidance. But if you start your weekend intentionally, with awareness, presence, and purpose, everything changes. So, let's walk through exactly what Saturday morning should look like. First, wake up with intention. Not at noon, not at 11, not at 10. Wake up at a reasonable hour that honors your body's natural rhythm and gives you time to actually do something with your day. If you normally sleep until 10, try 8. If you normally sleep until 8, try 6:30. The specific time isn't as important as the commitment. When you wake up, do not touch your phone. Not for a quick check, not for 5 minutes, not at all. For the first hour of your day, your phone is off limits. This is non-negotiable. This is the single most important habit you can build for a successful weekend reset. Why? Because your brain is in its most suggestible state. When you first wake up, the first information you feed, it creates a filter for everything else you'll experience that day. If you feed it other people's thoughts and opinions, you'll be reactive all day. If you feed it your own thoughts and intentions, you'll be intentional all day. Instead of reaching for your phone, reach for water. Drink a full glass of water as soon as you wake up. Your body has been without water for 8 hours. You're dehydrated. Your brain is foggy. Your energy is low. Water is the first step to clearing that fog. Then stretch. Not a workout, not intense exercise, just gentle stretching. Reach up, touch your toes, roll your shoulders. Let your body wake up slowly. Then step outside. Get sunlight in your eyes as early as possible. This isn't about getting a tan. It's about setting your circadian rhythm. Sunlight tells your brain that it's time to be awake and alert. It resets your internal clock. It improves your mood. It boosts your energy, even if it's cloudy. Even if you just stand on your porch for 5 minutes. Get outside. Then right before you do anything else, before you consume anything else, before you let the world in, write. Get a journal or a notebook or even just a blank piece of paper. Write down 3 things. 1, what are you grateful for? Not big things, simple things. The coffee you're about to drink, the bed you slept in, the fact that you're alive and breathing. 2, what would make today great? What's one thing you could do today that would make you feel proud of how you spent your time? 3, what's weighing on you? What's on your mind? What's bothering you? Write it down. Get it out of your head. This 3-part journaling practice takes less than 10 minutes, but it changes everything. It shifts your focus from what's wrong to what's right. It gives you direction instead of drift. It clears your mind instead of cluttering it. Then meditate, even 5 minutes. Just sit quietly. Focus on your breath. Notice your thoughts without getting caught up in them. This trains your mind to be present instead of distracted. It builds a muscle of attention that you need for everything else. Now, eat something good for your body. Not sugary cereal, not processed pastries, not leftover pizza. Something that feeds your brain and your body. Eggs, oatmeal, fruit, yogurt, a smoothie with greens and protein. Something that gives you energy instead of taking it away. And while you eat, don't look at your phone. Don't turn on the TV. Just eat. Be present. Enjoy your food. Be with yourself. Then clean. Clean your bedroom. Make your bed. Put away the clothes on the floor. Wipe down your desk. Clear the clutter. Your environment is a reflection of your mind. When your space is messy and chaotic, Your mind is messy and chaotic. When your space is clean and organized, your mind becomes clean and organized. This isn't just about aesthetics. It's about psychology. A clean environment reduces stress. It improves focus. It gives you a sense of control when everything else feels out of control. And then, take 5 minutes to organize your desk or workspace a week ahead. Clear off the clutter. Put away things that don't belong. Set out the things you'll need for Monday. Make it look inviting and ready for work. Now, let me tell you why every single one of these habits works. First, the no phone rule protects your attention. Attention is the most valuable resource you have. It's how you direct your life. If you give it away freely to strangers on the internet, you're not directing your life. You're just reacting to other people's lives. Second, water, stretching, and sunlight wake up your body. They signal to your nervous system that it's time to be alert and active. They give you energy that lasts. Third, journaling sets your mental frame. It puts you in control of your thoughts instead of being controlled by them. It clarifies what matters and what doesn't. Fourth, meditation builds focus. It trains your brain to be present instead of scattered. It reduces anxiety and improves decision-making. Fifth, a good breakfast fuels your brain. Your brain needs quality fuel to function well. If you feed it sugar and processed crap, it will run out of energy quickly. Six, cleaning and organizing your environment reduces cognitive load. A messy space demands your attention. It distracts you. It makes you feel anxious. A clean space is peaceful and supports clear thinking. These are not just tasks. They're practices. Each one is a small act of self-respect that builds on the others. By the time you completed the Saturday morning routine, you've done more for yourself than most people do all weekend. You've given yourself presence instead of distraction, intention instead of drift, energy instead of exhaustion, and you haven't even looked at your phone yet. That's what a reset looks like. Saturday afternoon, deep reset. By the time you finish your Saturday morning reset, you've already built momentum. You've shown yourself that you can do something different. Now it's time to go deeper. The afternoon is where you tackle the clutter that's been weighing on your mind. Most people spend their Saturday afternoons in a state of semi-conscious consumption. They watch TV, they scroll, they run errands mindlessly. They waste the hours without really noticing. But you're not most people. You're building a different kind of weekend. So here's what you do. First, delete the distractions. Go through your phone. Delete the apps that waste your time. The ones you open without thinking. The ones that suck you in for 30 minutes without you even noticing. This isn't about never having fun again. It's about being intentional about your time. The apps that serve you, keep them. The ones that steal from you, delete them. If you're worried you'll miss something important, you won't. Nothing important happens on social media. Nothing important is ever on a 30-second video. What's important is your life, your goals, your people, your growth. Then, clear your digital clutter. Unsubscribe from emails you never read. Delete the screenshots you'll never look at. Organize your files so you can actually find things. Clear your desktop of old documents. Make your digital space as clean as your physical one. This sounds small. It's not. Digital clutter creates mental clutter. Every time you see a messy desktop or an overflowing inbox, it adds a tiny bit of stress to your brain. It's another thing to manage, another thing to avoid, another thing that drains your energy. When you clear digital clutter, you give your brain permission to breathe. Now do your laundry. Yes, laundry, but not just to have clean clothes. This is about getting ahead of the week. Do all your laundry. Fold it. Put away. Lay out your clothes for Monday morning. Iron something if you need to. This may seem mundane, but there's a deep psychology behind it. When your clothes are ready, you feel ready. When everything is prepared, you feel prepared. The simple act of having your Monday outfit ready reduces Monday morning stress more than you can imagine. Then meal prep. Spend an hour or two cooking for the week ahead. Make healthy meals you can eat throughout the week. Pack lunches. Prepare breakfasts. Have healthy snacks ready. This is one of the most powerful habits you can build. When healthy food is already prepared and ready to eat, you'll eat healthy food. When junk is the only option, you'll eat junk. You're not just saving time. You're setting yourself up for success. You're choosing your future self's health and energy over convenience. Next, exercise. Get your workout in during the afternoon. Not early in the morning, when you might skip it. Not late at night, when you're exhausted. Afternoon, when your body is warm and your energy is still good. Doesn't matter what you do. Lift weights. Go for a run. Walk in nature. Do yoga. Just move your body. Exercise reduces stress. It clears your mind. It gives you energy. It builds discipline. It makes you feel accomplished. There's a reason why successful people prioritize exercise. It's not just about looking good. It's about feeling strong. It's about proving to yourself that you can do hard things. It's about showing up for your body. Then read 20 pages. Not on your phone, not on a screen, a physical book, or an e-reader without notifications. Just read 20 pages. That's all. Reading is the opposite of scrolling. It trains your brain to focus. It deepens your attention. It exposes you to ideas that can change your life. Most people never read a single book after college, and then they wonder why they feel like they're not growing. A book is a conversation with the smartest people who ever lived. How can you skip that? Now, take a social media break. Not an app deletion, just a break. Put your phone in another room. Leave it there for the rest of the afternoon. Social media is designed to steal your attention. It's engineered to keep you scrolling. The only way to win is to not play. For a few hours, be unreachable, be unavailable, be present with yourself. You can survive a few hours without knowing what everyone else is doing. I promise. The combination of all these habits is powerful. You're clearing physical clutter, digital clutter, and mental clutter all at once. You're giving your brain space to breathe. You're preparing yourself for the week ahead. You're building momentum and confidence. This is what a deep reset looks like. Saturday night reset. Saturday night is where most people sabotage themselves. They've made it through the day. They've done some productive things. They feel good about themselves. And then they stay up until 2 a.m. watching Netflix or scrolling TikTok, completely undoing all the good they did earlier. Don't do that. Saturday night is for reflection, rest, and preparation. Start by reflecting on your day. Write down what you accomplished. Write down what felt good. Write down what you could have done better. This is not about judgment. It's about awareness. You're training your brain to notice what works and what doesn't. Then practice gratitude. Write down 3 things you're grateful for from today. Not big things, small things. The feeling of your muscles after a workout, the taste of a good meal, the peace of a clean room. Gratitude is not a feel-good platitude. It's a scientifically proven practice that rewires your brain for happiness. When you practice gratitude regularly, you train your brain to notice the good in your life. That dramatically improves your mental health over time. Next, write down 1 lesson you learned today. Just one. What did today teach you about yourself, about life, about what matters? This doesn't need to be profound. It just needs to be true. Learning is how you grow, and growth is how you change your life. Now, no screens for an hour before bed. This is non-negotiable. The blue light from screens tricks your brain into thinking it's still daytime. It suppresses melatonin production. It makes it harder to fall asleep and reduces the quality of your sleep. Instead of screens, read, stretch, talk to someone, write more in your journal. Just be. Then, prepare for tomorrow. Lay out your Sunday clothes. Set up your workspace. Decide what you're going to eat for breakfast. When you're prepared, you're not scrambling. When you're not scrambling, you're calmer. When you're calmer, you're better at everything you do. Finally, go to bed early, not just on time. Early. Give yourself enough sleep. Sleep is not optional. It's when your brain cleans itself. It's when your body repairs itself. It's when you process emotions and consolidate memories. If you're not getting enough sleep, you're not operating at full capacity. No amount of motivation or discipline can compensate for sleep deprivation. Saturday night is the foundation for Sunday, and Sunday is the foundation for the entire week. Build it well. Sunday growth day. Sunday is different from Saturday. Saturday was about reset and recovery. Sunday is about growth and preparation. Saturday was about cleaning up the past. Sunday is about building the future. Start Sunday the same way you started Saturday. No phone, water, stretch, sunlight, journal, meditation, healthy breakfast. But take it further. After your morning reset, it's time for weekly planning. This is the most important habit you can build for long-term success. Most people never plan their week. They just react to whatever comes. They wake up on Monday and let the world dictate their priorities. The successful people plan. They look ahead. They decide what matters. They make time for what's important instead of just reacting to what's urgent. So take 20 minutes. Sit down with a blank page. Write down your top 3 priorities for the week. Not 10, not 20, 3. What are the most important things you need to accomplish this week? What will make the biggest difference in your life, your work, your relationships? These are not tasks. They're outcomes. They're the things that, if you achieve them, will change the trajectory of your week and your life. Then review your goals. Big goals, not just weekly goals. What are you working toward? What's the big picture? Where do you want to be in 1 year? In 5 years? And more importantly, what can you do this week that moves you closer to that vision? Every week is a building block. If you don't know what you're building, every block is just a random brick. But when you know the vision, every block becomes part of something meaningful. Then check your budget, not in a stressful way. Just look at your finances. Know where your money is going. Make sure you're spending on what matters and cutting what doesn't. Most people avoid looking at their money because it feels scary, but avoidance doesn't help. Awareness does. When you know where your money goes, you can make intentional choices. Now, you're ready for rest of Sunday. Fit in a workout, not because you have to, because your body needs it. Because movement is medicine for the mind. Spend time with family or friends, not on screens, not distracted, present, connected. Read something meaningful, not just entertainment. Something that teaches you, that challenges you, that changes how you see the world. Learn a skill, practice something, get better at something that matters to you. Go for a nature walk, walk in the trees, walk by the water, walk in the open sky. Nature heals. It's not a metaphor, it's biology. Sunlight reduces stress. Green spaces lower anxiety. Fresh air clears the mind. And visualize your ideal week. Close your eyes. Imagine yourself on Monday morning, feeling calm and capable. Imagine yourself working on your priorities with focus and energy. Imagine yourself handling challenges with grace. Visualization is not woo-woo. It's practice. Your brain doesn't fully distinguish between real and imagined experiences. When you visualize success, you prime your brain for success. You're not just imagining your ideal week. You're programming yourself to create it. Sunday evening success ritual. Sunday evening is where most people make their biggest mistake. Instead of preparing for the week, they spend the evening dreading it. They worry, they stress, they scroll to distract themselves from the anxiety. They go to bed late, feeling overwhelmed and defeated. But you're going to do something different. You're going to make Sunday evening a ritual of preparation and peace. Start by writing your top 3 priorities for Monday, not your entire to-do list. Not everything you need to do, the top 3. What are the most important things you need to accomplish on Monday? What will make the biggest difference? Write them down. This will give you clarity and direction when you wake up. Then review your calendar. Do you actually know what's happened this week? Most people don't. They show up to meetings they don't remember scheduling. They rush to appointments they didn't know they had. They feel constantly behind because they don't know what's coming. So check your calendar. Know what you're committing to. Make sure you're saying yes to what matters and no to what doesn't. Then plan your meals for Monday, not the whole week, just Monday. What are you going to eat for breakfast? For lunch? For dinner? If you have healthy food ready and planned, you'll make healthy choices. Then disconnect for the evening. No email, no work, no stress, no doom scrolling. Just rest. This is important. It's easy to let the anxiety of Monday bleed into Sunday night, but you need to protect your peace. You need to show up to Monday rested and calm, not already exhausted from a week that hasn't even started. So read a book, talk to someone you love, listen to music, cook something good, take a warm bath, sit in silence, then positive affirmations. This sounds cheesy, but stick with me. Your self-talk shapes your reality. The things you say to yourself become your reality. So before you go to sleep on Sunday, say these things to yourself. I am capable. I am prepared. I am strong enough to handle anything this week brings. I am building the life I want, one day at a time. I am in control of my choices. Not because you're trying to trick yourself, because you're telling yourself the truth. You are capable. You are prepared. You are strong enough. You are building. You are in control. Now, go to sleep early. Not because you're tired, because you want to be ready. Because you know that the best version of you starts with the best version of your morning. And the best version of your morning starts the night before. The 48-hour transformation story. Let me tell you about someone who did exactly what I'm describing. Her name is Sarah. Sarah was burned out. Completely. She woke up tired, went to bed tired, and was tired in between. Her job felt like a prison. Her apartment felt like a cage. Her weekends felt like a joke. Every Friday night, she would collapse on the couch and scroll for hours. Saturday was a blur of nothing. Sunday was anxiety and dread. And Monday was always a disaster. She'd show up exhausted, unmotivated, and already behind before the week even started. She was stuck. She knew it. She felt it. But she didn't know how to get out. She heard about this weekend reset, and she was skeptical. Another productivity routine. Another list of things to do. Another thing to feel guilty about not doing. But something in her was tired enough to try. So she committed. One weekend. Just one. Friday night. Instead of collapsing and scrolling, she went to bed early. Not because she wanted to. Because she was desperate enough to try something different. Saturday morning, she woke up and did something she'd never done. She didn't touch her phone for the first hour. Instead, she drank water. She stretched. She went outside. She wrote in a journal. She meditated. She ate a real breakfast. It felt strange, uncomfortable, almost silly, but she kept going. She cleaned her apartment. She organized her digital life. She deleted apps that were wasting her time. She meal prepped for the week. She worked out. She read 20 pages of a book. Saturday night, she reflected on her day. She wrote down what she was grateful for. She went to bed early. Sunday, she planned her week. She reviewed her goals. She set her top priorities. She spent time with her family instead of staring at a screen. She went for a walk in nature. She visualized herself having a great week. She prepared everything for Monday. Her clothes, her workspace, her meals, and Sunday night, she went to bed feeling something she hadn't felt in years. Peace, calm, readiness. She actually slept, not fitfully, not anxiously. She slept the way she used to sleep when she was a kid. Monday morning came, and something incredible happened. For the first time in years, she woke up feeling good, not groggy, not dreading, not already exhausted. She woke up calm, ready, capable. She went to work, and it wasn't the same. The same job, the same stress, the same demands. But she wasn't the same. She'd changed. Her focus was sharper. Her patience was deeper. Her energy was higher. She handled challenges with grace and clarity. And for the first time in a long time, she felt like she was in control of her life. That one weekend changed everything. Not because everything in her life changed, because she changed. She changed how she viewed her time. She changed how she treated her body. She changed how she prepared for challenges. And all of it happened because she chose to make one weekend different. That's the power of this reset. The final message. You don't need a new year. You don't need a new month. You don't need a new week. You don't even need Monday. You just need one weekend. One weekend where you treat yourself like you matter. One weekend where you take back control of your time, your attention, and your energy. One weekend where you stop escaping your life and start building it. The life you've been dreaming about isn't built in one giant leap. It's built one weekend at a time. And the only question that matters is this: will this weekend be another lost weekend? Or will it be the weekend that changes everything? The choice is yours. It's always been yours. Start today. If this video inspired you, if you're ready to take back control of your weekends and your life, don't forget to subscribe, because every week we share ideas that help you become stronger, calmer, and more intentional. Your best life doesn't begin someday. It begins with the choices you make today. So make this weekend count. Start your reset. Change everything.